Welcome back to another Real Talk movie reaction. This one is chosen again by you guys. It, Chapter 2.
Yes, so this is the third movie for the month of August. The first movie was Hamilton, the second was Whiplash, and we have two more coming up after this. So far, it's been very good.
Yes.
And I am a huge fan of It Chapter 1. I love that movie. I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah.
I even had JC Boogie watch it with me as well.
Yeah.
Loved it so much. I never saw the original movie, so maybe that...
I did, and that shit scared the hell out of me right there.
So
the remake was a good throwback to it too, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, and I have nothing to base the... since I didn't see it, like this is my first introduction to it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So, we haven't seen, obviously, this chapter yet. I've been wanting to see it, so I'm excited that we get to check it out right now.
I think it's the conclusion too, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
But we're going to jump into that right now. I thought he only messed with kids, though. That's one of his friends, babe.
Yeah.
No, oh, you know I got married? No. Yeah, no, me and your mom are very, very happy. Fuck it. She's very sweet sometimes. She'll put her arm around me and she'll whisper to me, she'll go, do something.
So fucked up.
No, guess it could not cut.
Why would it
Guess who could not cut it?
When it says
Guess
it
it could not cut. I don't know what that means.
it goes
It could not guess.
Couldn't guess.
Could it?
No,
Yes.
could it not?
Yes,
Six
it's
of
guess
them.
who.
Is it talking about it?
Ain't it 6 of them right now?
Is it it?
This is so not fun. This is so not fun.
Guess Stanley couldn't cut it. Stanley couldn't cut it. Stanley, yeah.
You're right.
Hey, that fortune cookie's looking at me.
Just leave. Yeah. Is everything all right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get the check?
So dark. Yeah, turn around and run away.
Hello, Ricky. Isn't that what your friends call you? Okie dokie. Just come on in a little closer and we'll blow it away on the count of 3. 1, 2.
You're supposed to say 3.
What did it eat? Her cheek?
A face.
Oh my god.
We're fucked.
We need to split up. You each need to find your artifact. Alone.
That's important. Where all the
When you do,
scary stuff happens.
meet me at the library tonight.
I wrote her that. Yep, see? I can't with things moving weird.
No one who dies here ever really dies.
That's creepy as fuck.
But tell me, how is it being back in Derry?
Strange.
Strange? Oh my. Strange how? Oh, I had some cookies in the oven before you came. You stay right there.
I shouldn't impose. I'm gonna...
No, I insist.
I would leave. I would literally be out. I'm just gonna go.
That'd be a bugbear.
Miss Kirsch, are these your family?
Yes, dear. My father came to this country with $14 in his pocket.
And he didn't ask for a handout the way the people come in here these days. You know what he did?
What did he do, Mrs. Kirsch?
My father joined the circus.
That did not look like what I thought it was gonna look like.
You can afford it. I'll get it.
I guess that's kind of a deal.
300.
She was fast enough to beat the devil.
Yeah, it's real life.
She was fast enough to beat the devil. Yeah, I'm about to say, you don't know how to ride a bike no more? This thing put together.
Yeah, I missed you too.
That is a lot of space in that locker.
Mm-hmm.
What's in there?
Kiss me, fat boy.
Mommy!
He's coming! You gotta get me out of here! Who's coming? Eddie!
What the fuck is that?
Nope. Nope.
Mommy!
You gotta get me out of here! Mommy's coming! Eddie, tell me! Eddie! Get inside me, Eddie! Help me!
What is this?
What's all this shit in here?
Why is
Yeah,
It's your
him.
time, Eddie.
Why are you there?
Because he says it's your time.
Okay, wait on it.
You know.
You got mad?
Yeah, because I couldn't get out of that, man.
Did you get mad or were you
I
scared?
was just frustrated.
Put your hand in front of yourself.
Stop running into the damn door. And you can't just go
Can
back
you go
another
that way?
Yeah. Wow. Man, they killing him.
I should go back.
Ain't nobody surviving
I
this.
just fucking left them in alerts, man. I should go back there. What the fuck you talking about? Fuck that. Fuck them.
Oh, that's him. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, the tomahawk. We saw that superimposed earlier.
What was that tomahawk at?
It was in that case, yeah. When they came to the library with Billy.
Just like your turkey parents. Can you see them yet? Crispy. Like fried fucking.
Somebody finally take his ass out.
With a tomahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Right.
Kick it. Kick it.
I thought I heard something.
Jumped in that bed.
Everybody.
Guys?
You get anybody look. That man ain't good.
Guys, come on.
Thanks for that.
Come on, Peter. Let's go. If you believe in us, come on down. Poor child.
Come on.
Yeah, because the rock and the coin is definitely not going to burn at all.
I know, it's magic fire.
The ritual of truth. It's a battle of wills. The first step is our reunion. The second is the gathering of tokens. This is the final step.
It's alright, let's go.
Oh, it's just a cave. It's a fucking dog.
Oh, shit. No way am I falling for this shit again.
Oh yeah, that thing's a fucking monster.
Richie said, I know your moves, you little bitch.
That's a little monster.
Richie. Calm down. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Okay.
See, it didn't work because they lied, man. I mean, he didn't tell the truth. Maybe it would have worked if the truth was there with the call.
We deserve to die.
No. You're the best big brother there ever was.
No! We killed our little brother.
I loved you. And just because you didn't want to play on a rainy day, just one time, it does not make it our fault. And never, ever. Rich! Hey, Rich, wake up! Hey! Yeah, there he is, buddy! Hey, Richie, listen, I think I got him, man. Nope. I think I killed it! I did! I think I killed it for Rich! Richie? I fucked your mom.
Ah!
He finally got it.
Bitch, I got you some. What you got, buddy? What you got, bud? I fucked your mom. Right now!
Little children.
You got a plan B, man? What the hell do we do now?
Die, that's what you do.
Die!
Mike?
This is the second time they brought out the house.
Is that gonna fall
Is
down?
the house gonna collapse now? What's in this house? I know that neighbor's like, what the fuck is going on next door? Every fucking couple of years.
27 to be exact.
God damn.
That sucks that Eddie died.
I've been telling the HOA to send letters to this fucking house for the last like 20 years I've been here. Now, it's just a hot mess. They telling me to cut my grass.
Thank you.
don't have my glasses on, so I don't know who you people are, but thank you.
My glasses.
Serious?
That work?
Just have my thing, drop it.
Yes.
Oh, I see him right there. Look. You just go right.
Aw, Ben's gonna get his kiss, babe.
Good thing they both can be underwater that long. I'll be fucking about to die. Get out of here. Whew, kiss me at the top. Kiss me at the top. They be like, I can stay down there. Stay down there for at least 60 seconds. You can do 60 seconds.
At least.
See, they're not even blowing the little bubbles, water bubbles.
Because they're not
And they breathing
Mine.
I'd be like, whoa! You know, yelling. When the cuts come,
Nothing lasts forever. Dear losers, I know what this must seem like, but this isn't a suicide note. You're probably wondering why I did what I did. It's because I knew I was too scared to go back. And if we weren't together, if all of us alive weren't united, I knew we'd all die.
We're losers. And we always will be.
all right, that was it. Chapter 2. Now look here, man. It was a very long movie, but let me tell you what I did like about this movie. I did appreciate the special effects, the techniques of the jump scares, and the creatures that they tried to use throughout the movie. I really did like the creativity of how they tried to do it. Some of them did get me. Some of them, you know, was just bad beats on there, but they still all looked very awesome. You know, all day. I didn't understand the throwback from the mullet kid from the first one. I mean, he really served no purpose at all, really. But his very first jump scare scene with the balloon in his room was off the chain. That was a good, scary part on there. The other thing I like is the casting. The casting of this movie, man, they did a great job with the adults and the kids together acting like the same ones, you know, so they did a really good job on that one. Pennywise, I'm glad the movie did not end predictably, because the way I thought it was about to end, even the one or two scenarios I thought in my head the way it was going to end, it did not end like that, which was great. The way it ended, it made sense for whoever was writing. It was like, yeah, I don't want to do it just like normal, but we did it this way, and you know what? I appreciate it for what it was. Now, this is not my type particular of scary movie. This is more of a like action scary movie type of thing. But all in all, the effects, the action, all of it was actually, you know, really good. I just thought the runtime was probably a little too long for what we needed for this one right here. But overall, I still enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, so for me, I'll start with what I didn't like and then end on a positive note. So what I didn't like the twist of like the background of what it was. I felt like it was very convoluted. It didn't make sense with everything we saw from the first movie, as far as like even the callback to the circus and stuff about the original guy. Like, I didn't get the whole... I didn't get it. Yeah. I didn't get how it played, and then even the fact that the ceremony didn't work. So like, I don't know why we had to do the whole like ceremonial thing. I think they could have done that with. I feel like they did the ceremonial type. This is how we take them out, so they could go back and get their trinkets, so they would have a purpose for revisiting memories. Yeah. But I feel like they could have done that without the need for doing a ceremonial thingamajig. I just didn't think that
Which
made
was
sense.
wrong though, because come to find out, it wasn't gonna work.
I mean,
anyway.
it didn't work, so I didn't really
Yeah.
get why even have that whole thing with
Well,
the.
because Mike thought it was gonna work, and
I know. My point is that didn't make sense. It didn't match up with the first movie at all.
Yeah.
So I just felt like they threw that in there to be like, this is why you have to go out and go get your own trinkets or whatever. I just didn't think that worked. I think they didn't need it. I like the callbacks to resurfacing the memories without it. So that in itself was the one thing I did not like about this movie. I didn't like that being the theme as far as like how we take him out. I don't think it meshed well with the first movie. And I feel like it didn't even play out at all in the end because that ultimately didn't work.
Yeah.
Secondly, I totally agree with you. Bringing back the kid who definitely fell down a well and should have broken every bone in his entire body.
But he got spit out.
Was able to be spit out, and then, like, I didn't think his role made any sense whatsoever being called back.
That was really nice.
You could have took that whole portion out and I would have been fine with it. I didn't think it was needed at all, so I felt like that was an extra half hour at least of things we didn't need to see.
Yeah.
Now, to the things that I did like. I love the concept and the structure of them losing their memories. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was another good part.
I absolutely adored seeing them in their elements as adults before we introduce them back to Derry.
Yeah.
And specifically with Eddie marrying his mom. I thought that was just freaking great. And even with Bev marrying someone very similar to her dad, I thought all those elements were like so good. And then Ben, seeing him in it with all this authority and like adulting, and I thought that was fantastic too. But I loved seeing that before we even got to the actual what was going on, and I liked having Mikey being the one that stayed in town, and all his memories were there because he didn't leave. I just loved that was great. To me, that was great writing. I
like that the further you get from the town, your memories fade away, which is great because that would explain a lot, like why they don't remember it, why they didn't tell nobody about it.
Right.
So that works.
I thought that was fantastic. As far as an introduction to the movie too, and then I absolutely agree with you. The casting, I think Billy's casting was the weakest. Not that he didn't do a good job, because I love freaking the actor that plays Billy. John Malkovich. McAvoy, yes. I love him. I just feel like as far as how great everybody was casted to play the originals from the first movie, to me, he was the weakest. Everybody else, I thought, even Ben, I like saw Ben in his demeanor and the way he kept looking at Bev. I just thought it was so great. Specifically, Eddie's character and Richie, like those were spot on, like
Eddie and Richie were characters.
They were so great. So super kudos to like the casting director as far as that goes. That was amazing. And then I thought it was really good. They did have a lot of to your point, the jump scares. There's a lot of jump scares. I think the first movie had a lot more of a creep factor, and like I was trying to figure it out. I was like, this is super effing creepy. And I think maybe because I'm familiar with it now, like a lot of it was anticipated. The jump scares still worked in certain parts, but as far as the overall scare factor, I can go to bed right now and be good to go. Which I don't think that was necessarily true after the first movie. But I think that's also being more equipped with what the theme of the movie is. In its
because for me, the best creepy part was when Chastain went to the old lady's house. I mean, that was
a shock.
That was a straight up from a horror movie that you want to see right there. That's a creep factor on there. So, and then the jump out, that was good too.
So I think all of that really worked. I liked some of the visual effects they did as far as like kept going back with the flashbacks with the young kids versus I like even some of the mirror images, specifically the one that I remember is with Eddie, where he's like seeing himself in the mirror and his like younger self comes through. I thought that was really, really, really good.
I like how they was giving the kids some more shine too. Even at the end, they gave the kids the last words on there. So
So I thought, and my only last like criticism is that they killed it by just insulting him.
Yeah, insulted it back to being the baby. And
yeah, I just thought, like...
That's an alien.
I mean, I just feel... whatever, that whole thing. I can't even...
You shouldn't
but
even
I'm just
have a
saying,
heart.
like, the last movie, you know, like, they stood up to him and was like, we're not scared of you anymore because he lives on
And
fear.
then he went away?
And they had to, like, beat him and, like, were, like, kicking his butt and then he went down the tunnel or whatever. And this one, they didn't even have to do all that. All they had to do was, like... You're a bully.
Yeah.
You're a piece of crap. And then he like just diminished. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit weak sauce as far as like defeating him.
That was some Peter Pan shit, right?
Yeah,
there.
that was a little weak sauce as far as like defeating him. But overall, I think there was a lot of highlights to the movie. I don't think the first movie was better. Period.
I give you that.
But I do think it was entertaining. I think they could have gotten away with creating a much better impact if they shortened it, as you said too. But
there's some
overall,
parts they could have took out and they could have tightened this up, and people probably you could have walked away with being like, man, all those scare tactics. I mean, all those jump scares in there, plus the story. And the characters that would have worked.
I feel like they did a good job, like you were saying too at the end though. Like I love the narrations, I love the voiceovers with the young cast versus the old cast. I thought that was all those elements good, and I feel like they tied it up very well at the end.
Yeah.
I do like Ben getting the girl. That made me like cheese a little bit. I thought that was super sweet. So overall, it was an enjoyable movie.
It was enjoyable. I mean, the director.
I'm glad we saw it.
The director did a really great job of transitioning too. So I mean, it felt like it just kept moving and moving. You know, great transitions on there. But yeah, again, you felt like at some point you was like, yeah, it's okay. It's getting long. Like let's go ahead and get to. But I mean, like I said, it was not a bad movie at all.
No.
It was overall still a good movie. Scary, not so much. But creepy, not really that much either. But creative and inventive. Yeah, I liked those jump scares.
For sure.
It was good, for sure. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk movie reaction for It, Chapter 2. And until next time, people,